Good morning, everyone. I'm back for a daily reading. So first we're going to see who the reading is going to be for, and then we're going to find out all the messages that we need to hear for Leo. All right. I see that strength card, so there's possibly something that's challenging you right now. But you've got like both this angel and the strength that comes from that line. It's kind of like guidance, protection, and then the strength that needs to come from within, right? So let's see what else we need to know. Okay, sorry about that. I had a little glare on there. So I am going to be using the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck because earlier today, like when I first woke up, I don't know if you guys remember like a couple days ago when I was doing the reading and like that Scorpio card jumped out and then the black squirrel kind of like jumped in the window and he was like, going crazy out there. Well, so I saw... mind you, I'm up on the second floor, right? So I saw this squirrel today by my like little tiny window. You know those little windows, they're like only like the top half. So I see this dude's tail just like waving in my window. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I go to the window and it's like, where like the cables are for like internet and stuff like that. And then there's like the power line. So like by the time I got up, I saw his tail and then I got up and he disappeared. I think he took off on the power line, right? So I was like, fine, whatever. I looked for him for a minute, but then I let it go. Then I come over right before I'm going to do the reading and I open the door just to kind of see like what the temple is outside. Because I'm always trying to wear, weather appropriate clothes since like the weather goes so up and down here in Cleveland. So I go out there and guess who's out there? Running on the roof this time. On the roof of like an abandoned garage that's like right behind my porch. Like my outdoor is like the second floor porch. And so I just see him running and I'm like, okay. And it just reminded me of like when I did that reading, how it was about like how I think I named it Follow the Rabbit, but it really is Follow the Squirrel. But so it kind of reminded me of this deck, of this Alice in Wonderland deck. So I'm going to pull some cards from there because I believe it was a message. And hopefully we can find out what exactly this squirrel is about, right? What kind of messages is the squirrel trying to give us? And I looked up the black squirrel and it's kind of like about transformation and kind of about like preparing for your future. So, they sound like good things to me. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these Alice in Wonderland cards. And we'll see, like, what's happening. Okay. Tell me what we need to hear for Leo energies at this time. Leo signs. Ooh. Perfection. We got 3. Hey! Gonna be a good day. Okay, we got a moment's regret. Mortality. And clock time. Okay. So for moments regret, we got when we make life changes and take steps into the unknown, it is perfectly natural to have a moment or two when we wonder whether we have made a series of mistakes. A light is shining on the doubts you are having and asks you to accept these uncertainties as part of the process of change. Like I was talking about transformation with the squirrel. Like there's a rhythm, there's a method to this madness, right? You have made a wonderful choice. Do not make so much of your misgivings. They are simply the natural consequence of bravely stepping out of your comfort zone. I really like that. So it feels like yeah, things are changing right now. And of course, stepping out of your comfort zone is always going to be hard. But it's like we need to kind of let go of the things that we might have done that we might consider mistakes. Because I personally, I don't really think that there's any mistakes. I believe that the universe works with me, and every situation that comes to me has been planned in a way, right? It's a situation that's been created in order to get a certain response out of me, possibly something that I need to do to grow, or something that I'm like not seeing, I'm being delusional, or I mean, it could be a number of things. But this is like just telling you, like, you're going into a different energy, like I said, with the transformation, right? You can't expect it to feel the way it's felt before, because you're changing. It's going to be different, and it's going to take time for you to get comfortable. And now, because you're not comfortable, don't let that send you running back to your toxic cycle, right? Because comfort takes time, it takes patience, it takes learning, right? Learning this new environment, learning this new energy, and learning what is meant for you in this now new space, right? Because that's why it's coming up, because there's something meant for to happen with you. So it's kind of like that, like not knowing but staying in it, just staying in the unknown, just staying in that path, like I said about following the rabbit, right? That once you're in this, don't let anything deter you, right? Because there's going to be a lot of things coming from the left and right, a lot of different energies, situations that are going to be calling your attention right now, because it's like a strong period of like decision within yourself. Like, what is your soul, and what is this body? What is this manifestation of a person, right? What are they going to be in this world? How are they going to appear? How are they going to help her? I mean, what are they going to do in this world? And this is like where you gear yourself towards what it is you want. Like I said before, like when you're looking at a role model, and what are the things that impress you about them? What are the qualities that they have that you look up to? And how can you have also those qualities, right? Forget about what happened in the past. All those things happen to bring you to this moment, to bring you to these feelings. That's what it is. A certain thing happens, you feel a certain way, so you act in a certain way. The universe is smarter than we are, and you have to accept that. You have to accept that God is smarter than you, and He's going to put you where He needs you. And sometimes it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's all meant for like the higher good, because it's not only about your path, it's the journey that intersects with other people's journeys too. That's why we need God. That's why we need the universe, in order to make things line up correctly, right? Then we got mortality. This lifetime is just one brief, bright jewel, a precious gift. Remind yourself of the beauty and fragility of this existence. Take this life and make it beautiful, meaningful, and full of adventure. Too many live as if life is a burden, bitter at the difficulties and challenges of being mortal. Not you, never you. And this is like, I talk about this all the time too. It's like, life is work. Like, the sooner that you accept that this work is only for your good, and that no matter what happens, you're going to have to continue working in one way or another, right? But this life right now that you have, this is a chance for you, right? To live. When I say this life, I mean like this particular path, right? You're never going to be living in the same place, working the same job, with the same friends, with the same family. Yeah, this soul, what is within me, I might come back here 1,000 times, right? But it's never gonna be the same. Every time is gonna be different. And this card is basically calling you to enjoy the differences, to enjoy all the emotions and all the little the little annoyances of this particular life, because there's something to be learned in every single manifestation that you have of life, whether on this planet, another planet, whether in the physical, non-physical. I mean, there could be so many things that we can't pretend to know. But it's important that we are grateful and we show gratitude for where we are now and for the lessons and blessings that we're getting right now at this time. And because this is going to be short, this is a short ride, right? The soul is going to come back again and again, learning the things that it missed out on. But this life that's specifically like this, it's never going to happen again. So it's like, take chances and enjoy it. Like, do things that bring you joy. And if you don't know what brings you joy, try a bunch of different things. Like, that's what I do. Like, I'm just try to be open and just trying different things that can kind of put me in a different energy and show me that this world has so much more to offer than what you see within your four walls, right? Then we got the last card, we got clock time. And time is everything, right? Time is the only thing that you really have. You can have all the money in the world, right? But if you get a diagnosis for the end tomorrow, what are you going to do? Nothing. Money is not going to do anything for you. Time is your most valuable asset, right? And as I just talked about with mortality, this isn't like an unlimited amount of time for you to complete this mission or for you to learn the things you need to learn. You have a finite amount of time in this manifestation, right? So we want to do as much as possible and learn as much as possible so that in the next one, we're building, not going through the same lessons again because we didn't get it. So for this, we have watches and clocks which tick and tick to mark the passing of every second. There are times when you need to move quickly, when you have appointments, deadlines, or important responsibilities that need to be completed. Work carefully, clearly, with focus and intent, and you will work far better than if you rush and panic, okay? So it feels like possibly there's a project that you're working on that's calling you to slow down. I don't know if it's that you're making mistakes or things aren't running as efficiently as they should because you're trying to hurry, but this is something we got to back away from that. We got to let things happen in time and not forcing. I talked about that yesterday too, about not forcing a situation, kind of stepping back and letting the universe align you with things. The things that are meant for you aren't going to miss you, right? I'm going to pull a couple cards, but I kind of got to hurry because I'm running out of space. So I'm just going to pull a few of these Garbage Pail Kids just to kind of clarify these three Alice in Wonderland cards that I got. Okay. I got about 6 minutes. So, okay, tell me about a moment's regret. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups. So it feels like something, possibly someone that you regretted in the past, someone that we got Two of Coins here at the bottom too. Somebody that possibly you were indecisive about. It looks like there's going to be some truth coming in that's going to release you. So I don't know if you had been thinking about that. You had some regrets about dealing with this person or about what went on in the situation. While the situation was going on, you were kind of up and down about it, like with the Two of Coins that you're, it's like weighing out your options, right? So, but it looks like there's some truth that's going to be coming in that's going to set you free. Because not only, this is the Eight of Cups, right? Which is about, even though there's still feelings there, about walking away with, you know what I mean? Hurting, but walking away. And here it is. It's showing you being free. Letting go of this and being able now to fly. Tell me about mortality. We have the Star card and the Three of Cups. I love this. I love this because this is exactly what I was saying about like enjoying your time here and trying something different. The star is all about like hope and being guided, and possibly about being a star, possibly about being seen and celebrating with the Three of Cups, like enjoying this life thoroughly, putting yourself out there. Even if people are going to watch you, people are going to look at you, people are going to say things, it's okay because you're meant to get that attention because you are a star. And remember, like I said, each manifestation of life is different. You might not be a star in your next life. So take advantage of it while you have it, right? We got a lot of stars in this image too. A celebration, being out, enjoying your life. Like I said, this is a finite amount of time. And every experience that happens here has been crafted by the divine to put you in a particular space or energy or to create something within you to move you on to the next step. So last we have clock time. Okay, tell me about clock time for Leos. Ooh. Clock time for, oh, okay. A little anxious there. We got quite a few. We got Temperance, Three of Wands, the World, and the Page of Wands. Okay. So this feels like getting in the right vibration, right? We got Temperance, that's all about like balancing energies. When you're like a little too fiery, bringing in water to kind of balance that. Or when you're too much in your head, bringing in grounding so that you can balance your body and your energy, right? Then we got the Three of Wands, which is all about making this decision and basically like pointing your ship where it's going. You know what your path is and where you're going, and you're following that. And we got the World card, closing out old cycles, moving forward. And if you look at this guy, unlike other world cycles, this guy looks like he is on a chariot. It's giving chariot energy, right? He's on that and he's moving forward. He's moving away from those old cycles, moving into the new. And that's what we need to be doing, moving into the new energy. And Page of Wands. I actually like this guy, right? Because he's very curious and passionate, right? Passionate and curious. It's like it's two of the best energies, right? Because they bring a lot of joy. It's like a childlike energy of trying something new. Like this person, it looks like they're like tiptoeing, right? Because they're trying something new. They're not sure of it. They don't know if it's going to work out, but they're not stopping. And that's the point here. Not stopping. Even though it might feel a little uncomfortable, even though you're not used to this feeling yet, right? But this is something new. This is a fire that's within you that's driving you in this direction, right? So we have to follow that. We have to follow that, closing that cycle and moving forward. And with this moving forward, trying new things and infusing those things with joy, passion, and curiosity. I love it. This is incredible. I love y'all. I hope you guys really enjoyed the reading. I really did. I'm a Leo cusp, so I'm taking some of this message for me too. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm just making it just under like 30 seconds. So I'll catch you guys probably in a bit because I have to delete a bunch of stuff. But have a good day. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.